What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Across the Board, sponsored by MoneyBall Metrics. You have your normal Friday team here today. You have myself, Alpha Dog Bets, here with JD from Line Movers and Hefe from Hefe Picks. Fellas, a bit of a slow time of the year, but we still have some college basketball today, and we are going to be breaking down a little bit of the NBA All-Star Game. JD, how are you today, brother?
And I'm doing good. Like you were saying, this is, for most people, this is a slow time of the year. But over here, we have tennis literally going all day long. And then my favorite, college baseball, has started back up. Today's the first day. We have our first play starting right now. If you can get this in, play Clemson money line.
What are the odds on it?
That game is starting right now.
What are the odds on it?
They were minus 140.
Nice. So Clemson, we're taking day one. I'll tell you because I don't do college baseball, but I need some action today, so I am with you, brother. Hefe, over to you. Rocking the Rutgers jacket that I love so much when you wear. How are you today?
What's up, fellas? Doing good. I was told that there are no rules on today's show.
That's
that
correct.
If I want to go on a 17-minute rant about the 2007 starting lineup for the New York Knicks on opening day, I can.
Name me three guys for that starting lineup. Go. 2007 New York Knicks opening day. Name me three.
Jamal Crawford,
Yes.
Stephon Marbury, Wilson Chandler.
Will the Thrill, huh? What a team that was.
If I'm right, honestly, I'm logging right off.
I don't think you are to do. I think that was the Amundsen days.
I was just about to say that was awesome.
If he had it right, that would have been fantastic.
2007 NBA.
What's
Knicks
up, Joe? We appreciate you tuning in as always, brother.
Starting lineup.
So while you're figuring
Oh
that
my
out,
God, I was too right. Jamal Crawford and Stephon Marbury were on there. Quinn Richardson, David Lee, Eddie Curry. Damn it.
David Lee, what a dog. What a dog.
Wilson
we haven't had a
Chandler
David Lee in a while.
definitely came off the bench. I
Could
just
have been
have
a
to make
six
sure
man.
that he was on that team.
Definitely. But all right, boys, before we get
came off the bench. Damn, I'm good.
You got it. You got three guys on that team. You didn't get all the starters, but well done. At least you did get three guys. But fellas, let's recap how we did yesterday. I'll go first. It was a slow day. We did not do great in the NBA, but we had no free play, so it's kind of a wash day for me. JD, how did you do yesterday?
It was basically a dead even day. As far as the NBA, I actually had no plays. But yeah, then between college basketball and then my tennis plays, it was an even day for us.
Where are they playing tennis right now? In what hemisphere?
Everywhere, man. We got
Um,
solid way to not know where the hemispheres are. Solid way to get out of that question.
All the hemispheres.
I say we have a tournament going on in actually South America.
Yeah,
also the Western.
It's actually everywhere. He was right. There's one in Doha. I don't know where Doha is, but there's one in Doha.
It's in actually like the Middle East. Yeah.
There's one in Delray Beach. So we have one in Florida, and there's one in Buenos Aires. So Argentina. Oh, and there's one in Marseille.
Yeah.
How many?
It's like literally everywhere.
Everywhere.
I thought there was one in Texas.
That was actually last week.
What's the men's UTR Pro Series located in USA? That's not the Delray Beach one. So there is another one. There's also one in Cancun today, the women's tennis Cancun 2025. I'm just scrolling here. This is insane. Hefe, get your plane tickets ready. We're going to Doha, wherever Doha is, and we're going to take in the live tennis action.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of secret without letting anybody behind the curtain. People like me and you would not be welcomed in Doha.
Oh, it's Qatar. I Googled it. Okay, I heard Qatar. Well, that's where they had the World Cup. A lot of issues that they had there with the sleeping arrangements. I'm not going to go over anything like that. And I'm not going to insult anything, Doha, because I enjoy living. All right, Hefe, how did you do yesterday?
2-1. Lost our basketball play. The Heat just should have won that game 17 times over again. Yep. But somehow the Mavericks just keep figuring out ways to win these games that they shouldn't. Hit our USA play in the Four Nations. USA hockey looked great last night, and
in the third period they looked great.
Yeah,
it was kind of a close game until the third.
Yeah, super excited for USA Canada. That's going to be, wow. And then hit our lone college basketball play, Memphis, which, to be honest, when you start looking at and thinking about 14th ranked Memphis, they keep winning, and they keep winning by big, large amounts. So it's a good team with some nice transfers that came in, coached by who else? But Penny Hardaway. Solid team to look out for. I think they have a game this weekend, possibly. They might be in the top 10 come next week.
We will find out. Great point there on that team. They have been very good, so more to come.
Losing, so they're going to be out.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you there. All right, fellas. Well, we are going to be breaking down only one college basketball game today. You fellas ready to dive into our only game of the day?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, boys. We're going to start and finish with the Big Ten showdown between the UCLA Bruins, are coming in 18-7, 9-5 in conference, going to the Indiana Hoosiers, who are 15-10 and 6-8 in conference. This to me is an interesting game. ESPN BPI has UCLA as a 59% favorite to a 40% for Indiana. Indiana is coming in off a big win over Michigan State, but before that, they did lose 4 consecutive games. On the other side, UCLA lost a tough one at Illinois, 83-78, but they won a bunch of games before that. Looks like they won 4 or 5 games coming into that one. So one team's coming in. They won a game, but they've been pretty cold previously, and UCLA's been a hot team, but they are coming in off a loss. All that being said, JD, we're going over to you. What do you like in this one?
Man. This is, like you said, this is a very interesting game. Because to start with, as far as just the numbers, like if you just break it down, numbers going on for the season here, I have UCLA favored on the road here by actually like a little over 4 points. So if you're just looking at line value, all that kind of stuff, this is a clear play on them. But there's a lot of other factors here that you have to look into.
But
UCLA, when they're playing at home or actually like just on the West Coast, they are 18-2.
they're a great team in that time frame.
When they are in the Eastern or either Central time zone, they are 0-5.
Yep.
Wow.
Travel, they have not liked it. Their actual like coaches like came out and like talked about it
A lot, too.
about how like he doesn't think it's fair and all that kind of stuff.
Not a fan.
So that's a big like red flag there.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, the Indiana coach, this is going to be his last year. He's going to be stepping down.
Wait, Mike Woodson, man.
Yes,
Have
it's
some respect, man.
the Mike Woodson,
Sorry,
former
Man,
head coach.
the only man
former
in
coach of the
America,
Knicks.
the best goatee in America. Come on.
Well, guess who's at the top of the line to actually take his spot?
Who?
Bill Belichick.
The UCLA head coach
Cronin, really?
is actually. So
Well,
this is just
it makes a lot of sense. He hates flying. He hates flying from the west to the east. So he'll just flip it. He'll fly from the east to the west now.
So for me, there's just a lot going on here. So for me, this is a stay away, but I would have to lean the Indiana side if I had to make a bet, though.
I'm on the opposite wavelength. It is going to be official play for me. I do like UCLA on the money line. I'm not going to mess around with the points here, but I'm going to take the money line at the -120. To me, they are the much better team. If anybody can hear that drilling in the background, I apologize. I am going to punch myself in the face if this doesn't stop. So, can you guys hear it?
No, I'm making this face
good.
because I'm genuinely confused with your pick.
Okay, because I am on UCLA. I think UCLA is going to have a big performance here. They're the much better team. I've seen both of these teams play at least 10 games each. And overall, this UCLA team is a better team. I know that they have not done great in this time zone, but they have had a lot of time to prepare for this game. Their last game was on the 11th, so 3 days later. They've traveled in advance. They will be rested. And this is a game I think they really do need to win. Cronin is a good coach. He's a much better coach than Woodson. He's done a terrible job with this Indiana team. There's a reason he is going to be retiring, and they have not had much success under him this year. And I think that is going to continue. So give me UCLA on the money line. Definitely my favorite play on a very small slate tonight. Hefe, what you got?
I am officially going against you. I'm rolling with the Hoosiers.
Good.
UCLA. Yeah, no, it is good. It's good for me. And it's good for people who are back in Indiana.
It's good for me. No,
let me tell you something. UCLA, not good outside of the UC of LA, honestly. Going east, as JD said, they kind of suck. Bad loss to Illinois is their last game. Meanwhile, Indiana coming off their best game of the season, a win at Sparty, which is a really hard place to play.
Yes,
and honestly, Assembly Hall, where the Hoosiers play, that ain't no freaking cupcake place either, man.
That's
That
absolutely.
place is chaotic. I will
Yes,
never
it is.
forget. Here's a throwback for you, Alf. I know you're gonna remember this. When freaking who did that? God, I can't remember.
I don't remember now.
What undefeated team went into Indiana and they hit that crazy buzzer beat? I think it was Kentucky a few years back, like many years back, like 10 years ago. Came in like 19-20-0, and they lost on a buzzer beater to Indiana in Indiana. It was like on a 3-pointer. It's a really famous replay. I can't even remember the players, but anyway, Indiana's a tough place to play, is my point.
Yes, they are.
UCLA already struggles at playing anywhere in the East. Illinois is nowhere to be scared of, and they lost there. So I think they lose here to Indiana, and UCLA's road woes continue. God forbid they make the tournament and they're in a part of the East bracket where their opening round is like in Dayton. They're gonna lose.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're going to be wanting to be put out there, but I do think they will make the tournament, and I do think they are a good team. So it is me versus Hefe and JD in this game. I'm liking UCLA. Hefe likes Indiana, and JD had a lean on Indiana. So we will see how this game plays out. Well, fellas, that's going to do it for our breakdown today, which feels kind of crazy because usually we're on here forever breaking down games, but there's one more event we are going to be talking about today.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
Clemson game. It just started. Clemson pitcher, man. Knack.
Oh, baseball. I'm like, what?
He just actually struck out the side to start the game.
We're starting hot. We're starting hot, JD. You're going to have to keep giving us updates, so I'm going to pull it up here.
Go.
We're versing Oklahoma State. Clemson is way better than Oklahoma State, by the way. I know nothing about college baseball, but I'm just hyping up Clemson and JD. We're going to get the win. Big first inning there. Well, fellas, we still have one more event we're breaking down. And we are going to talk about NBA All-Star Weekend, and I believe there's only one bettable event in NBA All-Star Weekend, and that's going to be the three-point contest, the only event that still has some merit in NBA All-Star Weekend. Going to be honest here, fellas, I don't give a crap seeing G-Leaguers dunk. I saw a great thing from Stephen A. Smith today, which is very rare to say. You saw something great from Stephen A. Smith. But what he said is they should go around the country picking the best 10 street dunkers from around the country, and then the NBA players who are in the All-Star game get to vote on who's the best dunker. I think that would be a lot better than watching Mac McClung get his three-peat over guys nobody's ever heard of, but that's just my opinion. Back over to the three-point contest. Hefe, there's a pretty big variance in lines in the three-point contest. I know you and I were looking at that yesterday. Yeah. Let's go over what we think, and I currently have the FanDuel odds up, so you could bring up the DraftKings odds. I know we both.
I think the odds have shifted. People who saw our show yesterday got a really good number on Buddy Hield because the odds have shifted now. But anyway, let's talk about three-point contest. I agree. First of all, I agree with everything Alf said. I think the dunk contest is borderline unwatchable. I've been a proponent of expanding three-point contests for about 2 years now, where I think it should expand from more than 8 players. Three-point shooting is such a vital part of the NBA today. I think you can get this contest to 12, even 16 if you wanted to, but you could definitely get 4 more three-point shooters. I could rattle off 4 players that I think should be in this contest that aren't in there right now. Yep. But being that this is an 8-person field, I think there is definitely some value. I do not believe Dame Lillard will three-peat. I actually have I have 2 players that I think have a shot to win this, and I'll explain why. Buddy Hield and Norm Powell. This is a contest to me. I like to choose a player that's there for strictly business. I don't like to pick first-time All-Stars who do this because when you're a first-time All-Star like Tyler Hero is and Jalen Brunson is and Cade Cunningham is, all 3 of those players are in the three-point contest. They're more focused on, damn, this is my first All-Star game. They got their families with them. They're trying to do all the fun things other than the basketball court activities. They're not in it to win it. They just want to do it and get on with it and get to having some fun. So that leaves the players that are there for strictly business, aka the players that are there just for three-point contest and or All-Stars that this ain't their first rodeo. That leaves Dame Lillard, Darius Garland, second-time All-Star, Cam Johnson, Buddy Hield, and Norman Powell. Yep. I already said I don't think Dame's going to win. I don't love Darius Garland's shot for this contest. I don't think Cam Johnson has what it takes to win this, and plus he's been injured in and out all year. So at least with Buddy Hield and Norman Powell, which are my 2 favorite players. Buddy Hield right now is at plus 500. Norman Powell is at plus 550. Please do remember, Buddy Hield is the hometown guy, even though he's only been on the Warriors for this season. The Warriors are hosting. He's going to have the crowd energy behind him. So I love those 2 players to win, and I think you could take them both. And if either of them make the finals, you're going to make your money back, no matter what.
So what are the odds you have on Norm Powell, you said?
Plus 550.
So FanDuel has him plus 650, so you can get some value taking that one on FanDuel. They have
Whoa.
some pretty big discrepancies here. We went over this yesterday. Buddy Hield, we're currently getting on FanDuel at plus 470. Did you say it was plus 500 on DraftKings?
Plus 5 even, baby.
So if you like Buddy Hield, take him on DraftKings. And if you like Norman Powell, take him on FanDuel. You're getting the best value there. I agree with you. I do like both those options, but I'm going all in on one selection, and that's going to be Buddy Hield. I do think Buddy Hield is the guy who's the best pure shooter here. He has no other element of his game that he's good at. If he's open, he can hit a three. That is what Buddy Hield is. And I do anticipate him being able to do that in this contest. I know it's a different motion. Hefe, you brought this up to me yesterday. It's a big deal because they're not catching a ball and shooting. They're taking it off a rack and shooting. It's a completely different form. So there's certain guys that if they don't have a smooth stroke, it's going to really throw off their timing, having to keep going like that, and they're not going to get in it. So a guy like Jalen Brunson, everyone knows me and Hefe are Knicks fans. He is not somebody I think is going to do a particularly good job in this event. This is not his style of shooting. But a guy like Buddy Hield, this is exactly what he's been built for. So for me, plus 500 on DraftKings is what I'm playing, and I'm going to be taking Buddy Hield to be the 2025 three-point shooting contest winner. JD, who do you like?
Well, just to be upfront with everybody, I do not care about this stuff one single bit.
All right, JD, stick to your college softball, whatever, man. This guy, ridiculous, man. JD's about to stay up all weekend watching tennis in Doha and softball in South Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. But I do have to say, I actually do have a friend who is like, this has been going back, I mean, like 15 years. Like, he like loves the whole All-Star weekend, the game, the contest, dunk contest.
So a normal guy. You're just describing a normal guy. Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
So. But as far as the 3-point contest and then the dunk contest every year, he always sends me what I actually got, and I just play it because I don't, like I said, I just don't cap in that sort of way.
Gotcha.
And as far as 3-point contest, I think y'all probably know. Guess who he sent me?
Damian.
I don't know. I hope it's going to be Buddy Hield.
It sure was.
Let's go, Buddy Hield. Family riding, Buddy.
That is actually who I'm riding with.
Let's go. Let's have Buddy Hield have a big performance and cash all
by
of our
the way,
500s.
This is important. If you do want to take Buddy Hield, you got to take him now because wasn't it yesterday, Alpha, that we were talking about him being plus 600?
It's plus 650 now. It's gone the other way.
No, that's Norm. That's Norm.
Oh, Buddy Hield.
Yeah, yesterday I think Buddy was
not all the way at plus 650. He's been around the plus 4 to 5 on
No, I thought Buddy on FanDuel was at I'm sorry, on DraftKings at 600. Can't stop.
JD, we'll have to teach you about that one day, but circle the wagons is the greatest comment you can make in a show. But Hefe, I agree. I do think if you want to lock it in, you should take Buddy now because I think the odds will change.
Yes, it was. Buddy Hield, I don't know if you could see it. I already placed the bet, but it's backwards. Was at plus 600 yesterday.
Everybody look how much money Hefe has at his DraftKings. Go.
$350.
I couldn't do the screen. I'm just teasing.
No,
but
because because look how many open bets I have. All these futures.
If anybody knows Hefe, you know that phone. If he scrolls, we'll go for another hour and a half with future bets. He does very well.
Oh yeah, I just did my Super Bowl parlays literally last week for next year. Yeah, I'm so excited.
There we go. All right, fellas. Well, that's gonna do it.
Yeah. So anyway, my point was, Buddy Hield was at plus 600 yesterday. Now it's at plus 500 today. Now you're telling me that FanDuel's ready at plus 470.
Yeah.
Point is, if you're team Buddy, take it now. Don't wait. If you're anybody else, seems like the market's working backwards.
Yep. So I would take Buddy now if you like Buddy. You could also take Buddy now and then probably get more value on other people tomorrow because I do think he will steam as well. So we're all on the Buddy train. Let's see Buddy win this for all of us. All right, boys. A couple things we still have to do on the show. And the first thing we're going to do is go over our Profit X play of the day. Proud sponsors of MoneyBall Metrics. And as you can see here, if you agree with me, you can take UCLA at the money line at minus 126 for up to $600. Or if you like Indiana, you can take them at plus 109 up to $300. The lines will be moving all day. I'm sure there will be tons of offers in here. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. It's still very early in the day, but there will be offers in here. Make sure you guys check out Profit X to get the best odds possible. And JD, what is the best way they can utilize the benefits of MoneyBall Metrics with Profit X?
By using promo code MBM, that will get you 2% profit cash back on every wager.
We love that. Up to 300 in profit cash, but you guys have to use promo code MBM. So take advantage, guys. Get in there and use promo code MBM to get the benefits of Profit X. One thing we still want to go over, and that's going to be our moving sale that's going on right now with MoneyBall Metrics. MoneyBall Metrics is changing the back end of their subscriptions. You guys can check everything out on the MoneyBall Metrics Twitter page. But the only thing that should matter to you guys in that regard is that there's a 20% off our all access package right now. It's $40, $39.95. Get you in for the new moving sale. So make sure you guys take advantage of it, one of the best promotions that MoneyBall Metrics has to offer.
And actually, one more thing on that, Alpha. That was another big change that we did, was brought the overall price of the package down also. Yep. So we're not going to be having as many sales because we reduced that price by actually so much. So this sale that's that 20%, and that's on top of this already big price drop. So
there we go.
It's a really good deal.
Good value there for the people. And JD, before we go into best bets today, how's our Clemson team looking? What's the update?
Let me see.
Because I pulled up on ESPN, and ESPN is terrible with college baseball. A, you can't click in the game. B, some games you can to get the game cast and the box score. This is one that you can't for some odd reason. They pick and choose who they have covering these games. So no information on ESPN really on it. But JD, while you pull that up, let me put up the graphic for our best bets for Friday, February 14th. Wow, did we really almost go a whole show without wishing everyone a happy Valentine's Day? That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So, if you have a significant other, if you're spending time with any loved one, I hope you guys enjoy Valentine's Day and have a very happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a date for tonight, call up Hefe. He would love to take you out and have a beautiful dinner with just you. So call up Hefe. He will have a wonderful Valentine's Day planned for you. Hefe, enjoy your vacation with the missus. I'm just kidding. JD,
do we have an update? I was really about to drop yourself.
No, it is still in the bottom of the first.
Okay, hey, that's a good thing. If the bottom of the first isn't over, there are probably a couple minutes.
Guys, don't worry, viewers, all day, JD will be popping up on Line Movers Twitter, giving you literally pitch-by-pitch breakdowns of every single game.
Yes, absolutely. Well, that's a great segue. Hefe, what's your best bet tonight? I know you have one.
All right.
Give it to the people.
Guys, tonight it's Indy money line, Indiana money line. Hoosiers at home. I think take it over UCLA. Also, a best bet for me for the weekend is Buddy Hield to win the three-point contest and Norm Powell. I like splitting it up, giving yourselves, 2 out of 8 chance to get this thing done. And the last thing I just want to say, we haven't spoken about it, but All-Star Game MVP. This is obviously Steph's last All-Star Game at home. Not saying he's not going to make an All-Star Game future times, but it's obviously never going to be in San Francisco while he's still playing. Hometown crowd, different format this year where it's not so much of a timed thing. It's the first to 40 in like a little mini tournament. And that means a lot of three-point shooting. And Steph's the best three-point shooter. His MVP odds are plus 550. Little sprinkle on that would not hurt anybody.
I love it. My only best bet for the day is going to be the UCLA money line. JD, I know you do not have a best bet today, so let me put up the graphic. Everyone get your phones out, take your screenshots. I'm on UCLA and Hefe's on Indiana. So if you like me, you're taking UCLA. If you like that dope down there in the Rutgers hoodie, you are taking Indiana. Well, fellas, somehow over a 0-game slate basically today, we're able to come on here for 25 minutes, give you guys some content, break down the All-Star game, and go over really the only good college basketball game today. Yet again, I do want to say I hope everyone has a very, very happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys spend it with your loved ones and have the most enjoyable day possible. JD?
I think we just lost Alpha there.
Oh, that was hilarious. He's back. No?
Back? Yeah. Yeah, man, you're good. Maybe.
All right, JD, do the thing where you get us out of here.
Anyway. Yes, I hope that everybody has a great day. As far as actually Clemson goes, we're actually riding them now. Let's actually hope that they can get some runs up here for us. And
I'm
yes,
back.
With everybody's bets today.
Let's win. Let's fucking win. Sorry, I heard none of that. I did get another spam call. They love telling me about those computers that love throwing off my Bluetooth headphones, so I apologize for cutting out there. JD, thank you for picking me up on that one. Hefe, any parting words for the people before we get the hell out of here?
No, just know if Buddy Hield wins, my Valentine's Day is paid for. If not, I will be working Uber Eats all Sunday.
Great. So I'll be seeing you on Sunday. You could bring over my Uber Eats order. Everyone, we appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Peace.